G'day ice cream lovers, my name's Steve Christensen. Welcome to the podcast, nice to have you here. Look, we do want to thank our episode sponsor before we jump into things about food safety, which is iRice & Co. I've been talking a lot about iRice for many years, love their products, whether it's fudge, whether it's toppings, whether it's a base flavor that you want to put in, or, again, they specialize in water ices, iriceco.com, R-I-C-E-C-O, iriceco.com. Look, in the grand scheme of things, if you can't find it, do a Google search, iRice, and look, if you need to speak to an expert, Rod Oranger is your man. Great guy. Thank you for your episode sponsorship. Folks, I do want to talk to you a little bit about some big things that are happening within the ice cream industry. And if you have a Google alert or you're kind of aware of what's going on, particularly when it comes to food safety, you'll know that the FDA and some departments, state agricultural departments, are stepping up their game on inspecting and enforcing the Food Safety Modernization Act, or FISMA. And it's got a lot of ice cream makers kind of scratching their head as to, does FISMA apply to me? What is my business model, and where do I need to start introducing my food safety plan? And look, in the grand scheme of things, if you are making something that's going to be consumed by a customer, then you really do need to have a food safety plan. Even if it's just taking a bag of soft serve mix, putting it in a soft serve machine, cranking the handle, and then handing out a cone, you need to have a food safety plan. Now, the level of it depends obviously on the scope of your business, whether you do wholesale, whether you have multiple businesses. That's why the National Ice Cream Retailers Association, in conjunction with the US Center for Dairy Innovation and the National Dairy Council, are putting on a single-day food safety plan workshop specifically for ice cream makers. Now, this single-day workshop is highly subsidized. I don't know what it would cost to have all of these experts come and teach a class. It's only costing $45 for NICRA members. Look, if you're not a NICRA member, I think you can still come along anyway, but it's the day before the National Ice Cream Retailers Show, trade show and convention in November in Charleston, South Carolina. So if you are watching this video and you've kind of come across some of these news items about food safety, about listeria, about sanitization, and think, where does my business fall in the grand scheme of things? I'll tell you right now, I speak to ice cream shop owners every single day, and even their particular health department officials don't know the process of what happens with FISMA, or the Food Safety Modernization Act. So get ahead of the curve. Go to nicra.org. That's NICRA.org. You can go to icecreamusa.org. It's the same website. But click on the Food Safety tab, and the agenda for the day's class is there, as well as some background on food safety. Look, you can glean some of this information online and talking to different health department people, but if you really are serious about developing a food safety plan for your ice cream or your frozen dessert business, then this single day event will basically cram everything that you need to know into one day. $45 for NICRA members. It's going to be close to that if you're not a NICRA member. Look, it's the day before our convention. Why wouldn't you just stay for the next 3 days and have a rip-roaring time at the National Ice Cream Retailers Convention? All of the details, nicra.org. Click on the Food Safety tab. I'm going to put a link down here as well. Have any questions about food safety, you can also contact us there. Look, all we want to do is get people educated so that they're not on the wrong end of an FDA investigation or a state agricultural department education. Got to get your food safety plan, and that's the way you can do it with the minimum of fuss. Thanks for tuning in, folks. It's a very important topic. Again, if you have any questions about the ice cream business or about your food safety plan, reach out to us. We'd be happy to help. Steve@scoopschool.com. Keep on scooping. We'll see you in the next video.